Hey, what's good? Let's touch on it real quick, right? Man, I've made videos in the past about people on here claiming that they got a passion for boxing and all that type of shit, and then you go on their channels and you don't see nothing that has to do with them boxing at all. You know what I mean? No shadow boxing, no hitting a bag, hitting a swivel bag, hitting a speed bag, nothing. Nothing that got hell. Well, I mean, I might see a couple of dudes doing some push-ups or something like that, so, shout out to dudes for that. I mean, at least you're doing something physical. But I mean, as far as throwing punches and stuff, you just don't see it. You notice that on these boxing channels? And a lot of them be talking real tough. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking to myself, like, damn, well, why you talk so tough? Is it because you run with a bunch of dudes or something? You got like, you run with a clique and what, people got your back or something like that? I'm just trying to, I'm not trying to get it. I mean, I don't know, maybe talking loud intimidates people. Maybe it scares people or something like that. I better not fuck with him. You see how loud he talking? That's how dudes used to do in prison, you know what I'm saying, when they ain't want nobody fuck with them, act all tough and shit like that. Niggas slap all the living shit out of them. Man, yo, what the fuck, yo? What the fuck, yo? Like, all that tough shit go right out the window, man. So it's just funny to me listening to a lot of y'all, bro. This shit is hilarious, man. Anyway, with that being said, I think I came up with the reason why a lot of y'all won't show y'all boxing skills. Y'all that claim to box and can fight all good and shit like that. I think I know the reason now. Y'all refuse to show y'all boxing skills because y'all fight like girls. I bet that y'all swing like women. Like women be windmilling, it's all wide and shit. Y'all will look like that little that little beginner dude that I was fucking around with on my shorts. You know what I'm saying? I was sparring around with. That's how y'all swing. Y'all probably swing like him. And this is another testament to my knowledge of boxing. In boxing, you're taught to block fundamental correct punches. You're taught to catch. You know what I'm saying? You're taught to slip, rock, fade, dip, slip. You see what I'm saying? Correct punches thrown from other boxers who are taught correct punching. You're not taught to block wild punches. You hear me? You're not taught to block wild punches. That's why people like Marcos Maidana had so much success on Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, of course he didn't win. You got to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You got to get hit with a couple of motherfuckers. Hopefully it don't knock your ass down. God damn, where'd that come from? I ain't even see that shit, of course, because it's not a correct punch. It's not a punch that you're taught to block. You ain't taught to block a punch that's coming over the top of your head, bro. You're not really taught. Some gyms might teach you how to block an overhand, bro. Most gyms don't teach you that shit. They teach you how to block straight rights. Uppercut and hooks and body shots. That a lot of gyms get away from that. And that's something that I probably want to implement in my coaching, man. Teaching people how to deflect wild punches. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy. That shit ain't easy. You see a dude that's throwing wild, like, damn, yo, he caught such and such. He caught him. Yeah, because he ain't see where that shit was coming from. You can't. The best thing to do with a wild fighter is keep your distance from them, see what they're going to do. Just keep them at bay. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to come at you with some shit. And then, you just capitalize. Stay calm. Stay calm. Don't get caught up in the little bullshit that they're doing. Stay calm. You know what I'm saying? Make them trip over their own feet, shit like that. But yeah, I'm almost certain that damn near all of you boxing channels that I already haven't seen get in the ring, because it's only one other boxing channel I saw get in the ring, and that's Southpaw. I bet y'all throw a jab like a motherfucker that just learned to box. I like to see how y'all throw a jab. Don't throw nothing else, man. Show a video, man, of you jabbing at the air or jabbing at a bag or something, bro. I'll be convinced then, man. You know, cause y'all do a lot of bluffing on here, man, and not enough showing and proving. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, who can't talk? Anybody that got a mouth and vocal cords can talk, right? Anybody can talk. Anybody can act. How many people can prove? How many people can show themselves approve? I mean, since we talking about being who's real and all that old shit. Yeah. But y'all get in the comment section, man. Tell me how y'all feel about the video, and I'll holler at y'all later at the end of the day. Black Dr. Phil, I'm out, man.